What is it that allows some people generate so much stuff to create books, to write movies, to create scripts, to websites, and have conversations with people and have fun and go into adventures and still continuously creating and generating content or all this kind of stuff that, and it's one word, and that word is generosity. So in this video I'm going to tell you 3 steps that I use to connect to this principle, this archetypal principle of life, that is generosity, so you can go and create and find that connection with your source and the capacity that you have to generate new stuff. But first, if you don't know yet, I'm starting a project empowerment team where we meet once a week to support each other in empowering our regenerative projects. So if this is something you're interested in, I'll leave the link in the description. And for now, let's keep going. So right now, you can see generosity happening in this place. You can see it happening in the trees, in the air, even the sun that's shining right there. The sun is a source of generosity. The source is creating this light and warm, like it's so far away where I can feel the warmth, and it lights up the day so that we can see. The air is just flowing around, and there is just the air is for everyone. It's not like if you have $10,000 in your bank account then you can breathe, or if you don't then you can't. There is the sense of generosity that is in nature, is that a tree, from one seed you get one tree that produces thousands and thousands of seeds, thousands of fruits. From one plum tree you can get thousands of plums. And there is this aspect of nature that is innately generous. So let's continue going down there, and this takes us to the first step of connecting with generosity is jacking into the archetypal forces of the universe. There is already archetypal forces in this space, whatever you want to call them, but the truth is that there is principles that are at play right now, like connection, communication, abundance, acceptance, friendship, community, family, even abundance, or even generosity is a principle in itself. And there is also shadow principles, of course, like greed, jealousy, competition or unhealthy competition, betrayal. So there is like a set of also what I call shadow principles or shadow archetypal principles. So the first step is connecting, starting to tune in with those principles, those archetypal principles that you are in alignment with, because these principles, they are forces of the universe that are alive and they are moving and they are providing energy and information at all times. And if you start connecting with these things, they start feeding you energy, they start feeding you this clarity about what they want to see. You can become hands and feet and a mouth for these principles to create the thing that you want to see in this life. For example, if one of your principles is community, then by connecting to this archetypal principle of community, then you start seeing that principle has so much information and so much to give about what is the next step, things that you can bring that will make community happening in this world. So by this way you can start connecting. So the first thing is connect, jack yourself into these archetypal principles. This takes me to the second step. So the second step is cleaning out and tuning in your vessel, your physical body. You have your mental body, which is centered here in the head. You have your emotional body centered here in the heart, and you have your energetic body, which is this thing that can move around, and it's your dreaming body. It can also split into different locations and spaces. So you have physical, mental, emotional. Your emotions is it starts in your heart, in your feelings, your feeling body, emotional body. And this is I work with this map of anger, sadness, fear, and joy. So it makes it very simple, very clear, and it's a map to navigate these 4 different very clear aspects with very clear functions and territories. It's like going from the desert, going to the mountains, to going to the ocean, to going to a volcano. It's like four different territories in that you can find in planet Earth. This is a similar thing in your emotional body. So this part about tuning in is about finding, like, starting to clean up your spaces, start becoming a navigator of your vessel, like how to use your vessel. How do you tune into when you're feeling angry? And then there is a, okay, I'm feeling angry. What is the information that is coming from my anger? What is my anger saying? What am I angry about? What do I want to say yes to? What am I a no to? What do I want to say stop? Which one of my boundaries is being crossed? And then there is the part about starting to distinguish between your feelings and emotions. So this part about cleaning and tuning in your vessel is all of like the stuff like emotional healing processes, doing your teamwork, taking care of the food that you put into your body, including stuff like if you're taking alcohol and if you smoke. These are things that will affect the way that your body works and the way that you can connect to certain principles. Taking in certain substances might block you from connecting with certain principles. And also the way that you take certain substances, it might block you from connecting to certain principles. So this part about cleaning and tuning your vessel is about doing the emotional healing processes, starting to distinguish between emotions with feelings that happened in the past that got stuck somewhere in the body or that they didn't have the chance to get completed. So, and a feeling is starting when you start to create that distinction. Is a feeling is something that is happening right, like I can hear that bird singing. I feel joy to hear a bird singing. It sounds so beautiful. So by starting to distinguish how to use this more subtle feeling. So this is the tuning in, it's like a guitar, an instrument. And by starting to clean up your all of the stuff that the cross that has accumulated around you for you to be able to survive in this world, is like that part, it needs to start getting clean so that the archetypal forces can start to come in and do the job without, if you don't clean this vessel, it's gonna feel like an effort, like you're doing everything, like you have to do it, like everything is a like a struggle, like you're forcing it, you're working on it, and it's all you. That's because there is no space for the archetypal principles to do their work through you, so you can relax when your vessel is clean and tuned in into archetypal principles and other resources. Then you can relax. You can rely heavily, like radically rely on these archetypal forces to work through you, to say, okay, I'm connecting with community right now. And then community has, you have a space inside of you for community to do its work and give you the next task. And so tuning in and cleaning up your vessel is this next part of, okay, getting rid of your baggage, stop carrying that baggage, pausing, slowing down, taking the time to put the heavy baggage in front of you. You start taking the time to take out stuff and asking yourself, like, why am I carrying this? Is it still needed? Like, is this still something that I need to carry in my life? Can I leave it? Is it taking or is it giving energy? So this is part of the cleaning of your vessel. It's like doing that process. In some practices, they call it purification, where you, in some other practices, they call it parts work, where you start distinguishing between your child self, your parent self, your adult self, and all of the different parts that you have. So yeah, it's that process of starting to creating more more distinction about how your body works, what are the different parts inside of you, and this starts to creating more space for the archetypal forces to, for you to let go. Say like, okay, archetypal forces, do your thing. Like right now, generosity is speaking to me. Like there is abundance of resources to share with you about how you can connect more with generosity, which takes me to the next step. Number three, give the thing that you want to receive. Give the thing that you want to receive. This one might not make so much sense. Like this part of like, don't just stay there waiting for generosity to come. Don't just stay there waiting for the thing to come. Start experimenting. Do something. Move. Take the next step. Not from a pressure of like, you have to, but from this place we're like, okay, I want to generate a generosity. Like what is the next thing? If you want to receive lots of money, give lots of money. If you want to receive money in abundance, give abundantly. If you want to receive a massage in your body, give a massage or offer a massage. If you want to receive appreciation from others, start appreciating others. If you want to receive acceptance from others, start accepting others. It starts that cycle of generosity, because generosity is it's two-way, and I invented a new word. This word is regenerosity. Is for regenerative, for creating for creating regenerative cultures. You need a generative. That so regeneration is this thing that keeps giving and it fits itself. It's like you're starting the cycle. You're not waiting for somebody to give you, for you're not waiting for the generosity to come, but you are starting it. You're making the first move. You're moving forward. And this, I'm not gonna say that it works right away. Like it doesn't work right away. Like if you, let's say, if you want to receive $100, then you give $10 and then you receive $100. It doesn't always work that way, and it is magical. I've seen some miracles happening. This time I was like very low on money, and I had my battery in my car was out of charge, and I went to this place where they charge batteries, and I gave it to the guy, and he said like, yeah, come pick it up tomorrow. And then I went to pick it up tomorrow, and he said, I asked him like, how much is it? And he said, no, it's nothing. Like we're just doing it for free. Like, no way, man. Like you charge my battery of my car without having this battery. I don't have heat in my car. It doesn't go. I want to give you something. So I gave him $20. And I think that was like my last $20 that I had. And then the very next day, I go to sleep that night. And then the next day, I check my bank account. And I had somebody random that saw a video that they really liked about that I made. And they sent me $50 in appreciation. They said like, here, I send you $50 because I appreciate the video that you made. And whoa, that's amazing. And I don't know if they're connected. I can't really like tell. There is no scientific. It's like, okay, $20, $50 is not connected, and mathematically it's not connected. But I like to believe that there is a connection of that giving energetically. When you tune in yourself to that process of giving, then the universe like it starts working its way to give you back. For you, it opens even a space for you to start receiving that thing that you want to receive. So those are the 3 steps: jacking into your archetypal principles, cleaning up and tuning in your vessel, and start giving that thing that you want to receive. So if you start practicing these things, your generosity is going to start becoming like more and more. A few years ago, even like a few months ago, a year ago, I was only able to produce like so much. If you check my content and like the content that I was producing in that time, I was only producing, like it will take me weeks to make a video. It will take me hours sometimes to write a simple text message. And now my vessel is more clean, is more tuned into like the things that I care about, the principles that I'm in alignment, in resonance with. And I'm just like, okay, what is the next thing? And it keeps feeding, they keep feeding. And this is what's allowing this generosity to pour through me, and to give others, to give this thing that I want to receive, and to produce this thing that I want to see more of in the world. So I hope this helps with your journey of connecting with this thing that you want to bring into the world, and you allow this generosity to really, like, what would it look like for you to be connected with generosity? What would you create? What messages will you be answering? What message will you be taking care of if you are connected with generosity? What things will you be approaching if you are connecting to generosity with generosity? So I hope this video turns you on, and I'll see you again in the next video. Thank you for watching.